train enthusiasts. It's Ross of the Hobbyist Den here, and this is part 2 of my project train room. Now, I've kind of got some things started. I haven't ordered the wood for the table because I have a carpenter ant issue that's been invading my house for the past 2 weeks. So far, there's been no damage done that I can see to my house or any diggings. I think they're coming in through the window and the door. But I've been trying to take care of that. I've put out ant bait, I squished a bunch of ants, and I have some wood that was stored in the basement I need to take out and relocate. And also, I do apologize, I have the fan running. But anyway, yeah, I noticed one of the wood was getting chewed through holes, and I looked at the bottom going, holy cow, there's a bunch of carpenter ants. Squished them all, and got rid of that piece of wood. So the other piece of wood, there's been no signs of them eating into it yet, but there is some softwood, and they love to chew through softwood. So that's all. That's all gonna be taken outside. I mean, I meant to remove it out of that part of the room anyway, but I guess the next step is going to be to sweep the floor, mop the floor, sweep the floor and dry it again, and then go around the rafters and clean all the old spider webs, and whatever else is down there. Cobwebs, that's the word. And hopefully when I go to start building the train table, it's going to be ant free. Because for this particular design, I'm looking at using pine. So unless I can do something to treat all the pine, because it is a softwood, I don't want them nesting in the train table and ruining it, right? Speaking of which, I did kind of start out a plan. This is just the room dimensions. Basically, my basement for the area I'm going to be using the train table in will be 20 feet and 7 inches long by 9 feet and 1 inch wide. I think that's a 1. So, yeah, and I do have a 4-foot. This is something I'm talking about too. I do have a 4-foot side, the doorway, and then a 2.5-foot side. So, if I recall from my train set pieces in the earlier days, I only have the one curvature track available. Basically, I don't think a 22 or 24 inch radius is going to fit in a 2.5 inch corner to do a turnaround. So, actually, you know what? I got this up on 3D. Just give me a second here. Now, as you can clearly see, I did a quick mock-up of my hand-drawn plan in my book in Microsoft 3D Builder, which is included on Windows 10. And I use this program for other things, but I thought this would just be quick, simple, just to get a quick template out so everyone can see. This was measured out in feet under the settings. So basically this is okay, I know the corners aren't overlapping, but the important thing is the inside. This is 20 feet by 7 inches, and you get the 9 foot 1 inch. Actually, you know what? This side's actually a little bit longer by an additional inch, but I'm pretty sure the midsection, if I measured it 2, will be an inch difference because it's all concrete blocks. And let's face it, the guy who owned the place before me was a bit of a drunk carpenter. And this province of Nova Scotia, there's still drunk carpenters. So we're going to have a little bit of tolerance and inch difference here. So for all general purposes, we're going to say I have 9 feet and 1 inch across the whole thing. Where was I? All right. So basically, we have 4 feet here, 2 feet here. Now, my old Athens track, you could easily put down 2 curves of Athens, tongue-tied, 2 curves of Athens track around a 4-foot wide piece, maybe 3 if you're clever enough. That's kind of pushing it. So if I'm doing 22 inch or 24 inch curve radiuses, excuse me, just to prevent any wheel grinding or derailment with steam locomotives that have like greater than 3 drive wheels. Just so I'm going to have to build a little bridge intersecting unit here, which is going to be interesting because I've never done that before, let alone build a table that comes in sections that I can pull apart in case I gotta do foundation repairs or go do wiring up underneath or something down the road. So, anyway, where was I now? I got distracted for a second. Okay, so basically, I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of like, I'll kind of draw it out, what I tend to do, but I think I'll do the table up in a 3D mock-up and such as this. Yeah, excuse me. That way I can color code and visualize and then retranslate the paper later. Maybe I should, no. Let's not make these true wall heights to my basement. So I'll use this as a template to set up my table design. Also color, I can paint and color code everything too, so that'll come in handy. But yeah, that's the plan. So there you have it. The basement plan is coming along. I think next week we'll start doing up the table design, but like I said before, and I can't stress this enough, I gotta deal with these carpenter ants. I did put some bait outside, but I don't think it's working too well. I need to get some powder mix you mix with water and then pump it around my seals, the windows, and whatever else have you. So stay tuned. I should have something new in 2 weeks' time. Hopefully some actual progress, but if these carpenter ants start causing me more problems, I'm going to have to spend money on getting rid of them right away because I don't want the house I just bought and been living in for 6 weeks now to have a wall crumbling down. Alrighty, till next time.